This video is brought to you by Sporlan, quality, integrity, and tradition.
All right, working on a Hoshizaki ice machine this morning, and I saw it happen once. Let's see it happen again. The machine starts up out of a harvest. Okay, the evaporator's getting cold, and then all of a sudden it will abruptly turn off with no beeps from the board. Right there. It just turned off. See, normally you hear the board go beep, and so let's look into this problem. So board's losing all power, everything. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna get in here and start probing some things to see if we've got power coming into this machine. All right, these machines, typically what I originally thought it was gonna be was the bin thermostat opening up. Okay, shutting the machine off. But normally when the bin stat opens up, it's closed right now, okay? When the bin stat opens up, the board will make a beeping sound, a power down. Then I'm like, okay, well the fuse in the bin stat interrupt power to the board. So the fuse right here is testing good too, okay? This fuse looks like something happened here though. It's like art. And then when you open it up, I have power turned off to the machine at the moment. And then when you open it up, that fuse looks like something happened in there. But still, this is an odd problem for it to shut off so abruptly. It's like it's losing power. This is very interesting. Now, normally you just jump in here and start checking voltages and stuff. These machines are a little tricky when they have power, so I'm just looking at some obvious things. I just popped the board off just to look to see if there was any obvious bad solder joints on the board. The only thing that should be shutting off power to this machine, I mean, we can look at the schematic right here. The only thing that really, let me clean this up. All right, if we look at this schematic, really, this is your power coming in right here. So you've got line 1, line 2, 208 single phase, and you have your neutral. So line 2 goes through the bin control, through the fuse, then to the board, and then neutral comes down and goes to the other side of the board. And we're losing that power. But the bin stat's not open and the fuse is not open. So what is going on here? That's what's interesting. All right, yeah, it's actually going off on high pressure. The new board doesn't make that sound anymore when it shuts off because we're at 326 head pressure. So we need to go up onto the roof and see if the condenser fan motors are working. So we got our condenser fans right here. This one's running even though it doesn't look like it is. This one's not running at all. And the condenser is hot. Okay? So wait till you guys see this. Look at, we didn't install these. It's SJ cord running into here. How dumb is that? Like just running up into here, all the way over into here. Right in here. Okay. System G, the ice machine brake, oh, ice machine breakers aren't even being used. Also, they're both off. Yeah, they're wired into here somewhere. What the heck is going on here? Comes up here. Oh, from the ice machines. I got it right here. And then should be sending power over. It might just have a broken wire somewhere. Went ahead and pulled the cover off. Let's see. Locked up. They got 2 locked up condenser fan motors. That's gonna be an expensive repair for them. All right, now I gotta try to track down 2 condenser fan motors for this Hoshizaki.
So I don't have the footage of me changing the condenser fan motors. I guess I lost that footage. This video has been sitting in my hard drive for a while now, and I was thinking about deleting it, but I thought that there's valuable information in here, so I figured why not? I'll just end it. I ended up changing both condenser fan motors. We did find them. I had to send myself to one supply house across town and then another tech all the way the other end of town. And then we came back out and put them both in there, and the machine's been working fine ever since. I brought to the customer's attention that I'd really like to fix that electrical on the roof. They denied it at the time. This was before the end of the year. This was probably back in like October or something like that. And they were in like a spending freeze, like don't spend any more than they had to. So they weren't approving much. But what I found valuable in this video is that you guys got to see me go through and assume what was going on. You know, I was using logic, right? I was using the logic that it wasn't a high pressure control and it wasn't a bin thermostat because when on previous machines, when the high pressure control opens, it makes a beeping sound. And on previous machines, when the bin thermostat would open, it would make it a beeping sound. Now, I actually didn't get to see this one. No, I think I did test the bin thermostat in this too. But for sure, we know that on this particular board, it does not make the audible beeping sound when it goes off on high pressure. It just immediately shuts off for whatever reason. Don't know why. Don't know if there was something wrong with the board, but the machine's working great other than that. So that's just a strange quirk. And again, I was trying to use that logic from previous repairs, and I was like, I don't think it's high pressure because it's not making the beeping sound when it shuts off. It was just abruptly stopping. As if you go back to where that schematic was at, I was staring at the schematic as I was editing this, and there is a pressure control in the schematic. It's just not like right in the top line with the fuse or something like that. The schematic is basically breaking power to the low voltage transformer, if I remember right. I'm sorry, the pressure control is breaking power to the low voltage transformer, if I remember right from looking at the schematic. So it is there, just for whatever reason, it doesn't make that audible sound anymore, okay? Now this also, shows that when you don't maintain your equipment on a regular basis, this is the kind of stuff that happens. There's no reason why two of those condenser fan motors should be bad at the same time. Usually one of them goes bad first, and then the other one fails after. Now, logic would also tell you that these motors are both the same age, and, I guess in theory, they have pretty equal runtime, so maybe the bearings finally dried out, but still, I highly doubt that both of those motors failed at the exact same time. Had they just had one motor fail and we were doing normal routine maintenance and we caught the one motor, we could have got it running, and then the next time potentially would have caught the other motor failing. Or maybe they were making bearing sounds and different things, just slight squeaking. And again, that could have all been prevented. This didn't have to be the type of service call. The customer didn't have to pay me to drive all over the map to find two condenser fan motors at the same time. We could have ordered them or whatever. You get where I'm going with this. So it's so important, that these customers are doing routine maintenance and maintaining their equipment so they don't run into breakdowns like this. Hey, I really appreciate you making it to the end of the video. Leave me some feedback down in the comments. Let me know what you think. If you're interested in supporting the channel, a couple different methods you could do. So the easiest way, literally the easiest way, is just watch these videos from beginning to end. That really is the easiest way to support the channel. If you want to support it other ways, you can go to truetech.tools.com. I have an offer code, big picture, one word. If you use my offer code, you can get an 8% discount on checkout on majority of the items on their website. And when you do use that offer code, I get a small commission from it. So it's a great way to help support the channel. You can also go to my website, hvacrvideos.com. We have hats, beanies, sweatshirts, stickers, all that good stuff, t-shirts, available on the website. We have 3 different styles of hats. It's a great way to support the channel. Again, hvacrvideos.com. And last but not least, there's PayPal, Patreon, and YouTube channel memberships. There's links in the show notes for those. So those are just ways to donate on a monthly basis to the channel. Thank you so very much for making it to the end of the video. I really do appreciate you, and we will catch you on the next one.